Argentina's Silver City deliver our tune of the week. We catch up with Chicago's Justin Long at the Sub Club in Glasgow. Rico Tubbs sends us some footage from Finland. We look ahead to big night out at Wild in the Country, Subculture and Sublime at Fabric. And we've got tickets up for grabs for the Wax On Live Festival in Leeds. First up is our record of the week, Pendulo by Silver City, just one of the aliases of Argentinian production duo Fernando Policino and Julian Sanza. The boys have been making waves since their eponymous debut album dropped in 2005 on Ralph Lawson's 2020 Vision, and last year saw them release Without Control, their first long player as The Spirals on Silicon Soul's Darker and Doubts. Now they're back with the always reliable Deep Freeze recordings for their third release for the label, the 3-track Polytechnics EP. Pendulo is actually one of the flipside tracks, but thanks to this excellent re-rag by new disco don Pete Herbert, it's been picking up tons of plays from the likes of Ashley Beadle, Phase Action, Fabrice Lig and Electric Cress. The track started life as an edit that Pete knocked together for his own DJ sets, but the Deep Freeze lot loved it so much they just had to put it on the vinyl. Listen up and find out why. That was Silver City with Pendulo, which is out now on Deep Freeze Recordings. Visit the label's MySpace page to find out more. Time for our big interview of the week now, as EQTV catches up with Justin Long at the Sub Club in Glasgow. His reputation might not be as huge as some of his peers, but when it comes to shaping the face of Chicago house, Justin's up there with the likes of Derek Carter. He's also getting plenty of attention through his label Dot Bleep, which has been putting out tracks by everyone from Luke Solomon to Brett Johnson and DJ Heather. So here he is chatting about making music and playing out with the subbies.
Hello, Justin Long, Dot Bleep, Chicago, no assembly firm, out here in Glasgow with the subby, one of my favorite spots in the world. Yeah. Clubs, you know, they just have like that special feeling, special crowd, you know, and this is definitely one of them. This, you know, I come here, I know I'm in the spot, you know, it's got that aura about it for sure. Derek and all them came out here and played, and Farina and, you know, Diz, you know, and, you know, yeah, I mean, the kids out here, they like good Jack and Acid House and all that, and yeah, it's always a good time, always have a blast. This place actually reminds me of the Smart Bar where I resident back home. It's real similar, you know, basement vibe, downstairs, dark, proper sound, good kids, you know, it's not about like, yo, I got my suit on or this and that. Everyone's just coming to dance and have a good time and have a drink, you know, so, for sure. I mean, to me, it's all house. I don't like all this, like, you know, everyone has to put names on different things, because, you know, there's only two kinds of music. There's country, there's western, there's good and bad, you know. It's like, you know, everything's house. It's all spawned from house to me. But, you know, I like techno, I like acid, I like, you know, the little old school electro. You know, there's good in everything. I just play what I like. It's not necessarily the labels. I think it's more like the trendiness behind it, where it's like, oh, you know, where sheep will read a magazine, you know, oh, that's the sheep herder. This is cool, so we're going to do this. Because it's more like, I think it's more like the fashion of it that bothers me. Because, you know, at the end of the day, it's about the party and just good music, you know, and, you know, that's all I see it as. And I think people get all wound up in, like, you know, the wrong reasons for doing things and stuff. You know, there's a specific style of house that hasn't pushed forward, and a lot of it is like, it hasn't progressed in the past few years. Where, like, some of the more techier house has progressed and has, you know, bent boundaries and stuff. And yeah, I mean, I think some people got bored with certain things, maybe, you know, and then, like, again, you know, the magazines are hyping this, so people are, you know, moving towards that. And, you know, but at the end of the day, there's always going to be house, and there's always going to be kids that like what they like, and they're going to do, you know, they're going to go back and party in basements if they have to. It's all good, you know. I mean, it's about the party, you know. You know, America, like, the way I see it, like, the whole culture in a whole now, it's like, you know, first off, you can't drink till you're 21 years old. You know, so people are not coming out to the clubs till they're 21. And the raves have been made illegal, so there's no outlet for younger kids anymore, you know, and, you know, on top of that, then, you know, so there's no underground parties, and kids are stuck watching MTV. You know, what's MTV pushing all day? You know, what's cool? So, you know, you get, you know, real commercial hip-hop and real commercial pop music, and kids grow up listening to this, and by the time you're 21 years old, it's like, well, this is what I like. I'm molded. I'm already a robot, you know, and it's kind of, you know, so it's like our job to bring them into these small clubs somehow and, you know, break the chains and, like, you know, show them, look, there is underground music here, there's this, and, you know, you can get with us or you can, you know, get with that. I want the music to be available for everybody. That's what it's there for, you know, and you know, I think when people finally think about that, because I used to be the same way. I'll never play CDs, I'll never do this, you know, I love records, I love going to the record shop, but we're in a digital age, and, you know, it's like the sooner you wake up and realize that, embrace it, I think things will be okay.